WBTV Investigation is getting results for a South Carolina man whose tax refund was garnished by the state to pay back medical debt, but he didn't actually owe anything. Atrium refunded that money after a story from investigative reporter David Hodges. Now, David's learned the practice of hospitals garnishing tax returns is widespread in South Carolina.
Since 2018, hospitals and other medical providers have garnished more than $390 million worth of South Carolinians' tax refunds and wages for unpaid bills, even as our previous reporting exposed cases where money is being taken for debt that is not even owed. Jim Mayhew had been trying for months to get his money back from Atrium after they garnished his tax refund for a bill he already paid.
It's not a tremendous amount of money, but I would like to have it back.
We told his story 2 weeks ago, and after calls from WBTV, Atrium put a refund check in the mail.
If you and WBTV hadn't got involved, I think I'd still be trying to get a hold of somebody. You rattle their cage, and obviously they weren't happy about that, and they paid up quickly, quicker than I expected. I really think if you hadn't have been involved, I wouldn't have any money yet.
Mayhew got a check for the $600+ that Atrium took from his South Carolina state income tax refund. But as we continued our investigation, we learned that is just a small fraction of what Atrium and other hospitals across the region garnish from tax refunds and people's wages for supposedly unpaid medical bills. WBTV filed a records request with the South Carolina Department of Revenue to find out how much hospitals and medical facilities were garnishing to compensate for patients' unpaid bills. Between 2018 and 2021, Atrium garnished more than $20.5 million of tax refunds. In total, hospitals in South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia filed more than $390 million worth of garnishments over the same period. Tens of millions of dollars were also taken from people's paychecks. According to the Department of Revenue and state law, hospitals garnishing tax refunds are required to send this form that notifies the debtor about how they can appeal. But Mayhew says he never received anything like it.
I should have gotten a notice that there was something wrong in the system long before they went after the money.
Mayhew says Atrium did provide him with a number to call, but no one ever picked up.
And a recording answers and says, press A or B, and we'll never be back.
We asked the South Carolina Department of Revenue if Atrium has ever been warned about not following the debt collection process. A spokesperson said they were not aware of any agency failing to follow the proper procedures. We also asked for the total number of protest debtors filed against Atrium. The department only has records since 2020, but in that time, they do not have any submitted protest documentation related to Atrium Health. We reached out to Atrium for a comment on our report. They never responded to our questions for the first story or this one either. While Mayhew got his check, Atrium originally claimed he owed more than $8,000. And with the experience he's had so far, he's worried that hasn't been wiped away yet.
The question I have right now is, am I gonna have to call you next year? I want them to take me off of whatever list I'm on, but I may need you again.
With so much medical debt being garnished, some of you at home, I'm sure, have had your tax refunds taken through this program. If you had trouble appealing the decision or navigating the system, let us know. Our email is investigates@wbtv.com, and you can also call us at 704-374-3511. Guys, back to you.